Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. Today we have Transformers, Power of the Primes, Terracon, Rippersnapper. And this guy I was almost interested in getting, and I passed on him because a lot of these guys, I just sort of passed on because it's like, if you start buying up everything, you gotta have a room to display this stuff. But as you see, it has this giant clearance sticker on it, and I couldn't resist that price. I actually messaged my buddy Nathan Simmons, the AKA Syndicate Santa, and he was like, "Yeah, man, for that price, you gotta get it." I'm like, "I know." Yeah, it's like it's so tempting. Originally $16.99, so I ended up snagging them up, and the artwork on this package is just so good. Looks very, very good. Figure looks pretty good. Shows him in his little Terracon mode on the back. Showing all the different primes. A little bit of information. This little bulletproof vest thing. Basically turns into a hand. But let's get this guy out of the package. So Rippersnapper, he comes with his card. As it's a little bit blurry here. There we go. Has that really cool artwork on it. Down the back, there's no stats. It just says Liege Maximo Rippersnapper. All that little bit of info there. And he does come with instructions to transform him into limbs and his alternate form, which I won't even call it animal mode or vehicle mode or anything. He does come with his flak vest, as this will always, to me, be a flak vest. The way that I used it on a lot of the Dinobots and stuff and how it plugs in. It's all casted in the blue. It's just like all the other ones that I've taken a look at. So it's not a bad looking piece. I like the fact that this is a solid color. So it just all blends. We don't have like the translucent clear piece or anything like that. I can pop this thing back in. There we go. So not too bad. And of course, the fingers are right there. This will flip out of some sort. So you can turn them into a hand. Meh. Let's look at the figure itself. And I'm always a fan of very clean face sculpts. They have the face part painted nicely, the goggles. Just like, I like this. Looks really good. It's got a nice range of articulation, a little bit of attitude and everything. Painted on Autobot symbol, which is always good. Not a fan of the sticker, even though we got one on the top there. It's not horrible. Wish it was that heat sensitive stickers. Really do. I wish they'd bring those back on Transformers. Like, still do the painted on symbol, but bring back those heat sensitive stickers. It'd be so good. This guy he's sort of plain. He's got some little bit, can't tell if it's like metallic turquoise, looks a little faded, airbrushed on there. It looks like paint all over. But mainly a lot of the paint's here, on the knees. We look at him on the side, it's just sort of like blue with a little bit of different blue paint and some red there. He does have the shark backpack. And yeah, some fins that are coming untucked. It's supposed to be all the way up here and stuff like that, but it's not a bad figure. Definitely glad I waited for him on clearance. But you see the arm, crazy amount of motion, and wrist rotation as well. It's tight. He does have waist swivel, no ab crunch. It's got thigh swivel, single jointed knee. Just goes 90 degrees. And there's not really any ankle bend or pivot going on at all. Then you get lots of hollow bits. Hollow bits, I'm just not a fan of. Even like seeing this, just like, man, couldn't you guys have like sealed it? Because I mean, just I don't know. Hollowness of some of these Transformers, once you get them in hand, is just sort of like, what were they thinking? But, you know, he feels good. He poses well. You know, that's one thing. Besides the ankle rocker and stuff like that, but I mean, his joints and everything just feel nice. But now, I think we should try to get him into his Terracon beast mode, animal mode, vehicle mode, whatever mode you want to call it. Let's see if I can do this. I messed around with him a little bit. I know you rotate this around. His head is supposed to be facing forward. I rotate it. And I'll show you why. Because when you attach this and you slide this forward, the head is tucked underneath. This mouth opens up, and we don't need to be seeing any eyes or anything, like, at least in my point, because, or my point of view, because he has eyes here. So why would he need his bot eyes down there? Really nice silver painted teeth for the shark teeth. Silver gills. Looking really nice. Cannons go forward. I mean, honestly, this guy basically almost turns into the exact same mode that what he has. This pops down. This should technically close within itself. Wait a second, if I can do this right. Jeez. Yeah, so there we go. You had to do something in there. It's like trying to do this by memory. I only transformed them a couple times. And see, and now something is not. Oh, he's being very strict. Okay, so you can't really, like, these have to like sort of click in. So his waist needs to be perfect. Then he got his tail here. Let's bring this out. Connect it. Everything just sort of clicks together. So the tail is just, the tail comes apart. See, fold it up that way. These legs. Don't do that. See, I'm not good at transforming. That's why I always skip and go straight to the other mode. You guys see the struggle. I looked at and this guy is one of the more easier ones. Stuff just needs to stay together. Yeah, see, I think I'm trying to pull his leg too much. I mean, all he is this is basically it. It's the same freaking figure, just folded up a little bit. Like, I don't know. I'm not a fan of, like, okay, you have his, I guess you can rotate these a little bit. Try to hide his hands, give him more claw. But I mean, this is it when you get this guy. It's not bad. See, the tail already came undone. So, like, stuff likes to pop apart. But I mean, what the back's going to look like is fin isn't painted as nicely as it should be. It's like almost thin, like their airbrushing was very thin. And it's just sort of, I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, do you think these guys, like all the Predacons, or Terracons, I was going to say Predacons, but the Terracons, like, to me, I just feel like they're lacking compared to the other bots and the power of the primes. It's just like, I felt like in hand, like, it's sort of cool he's a shark, but like, why didn't they just turn him into a shark or something? Like, this mode just I don't know. He's $8. I can't complain. I mean, anybody paid full price, I don't know. I'm sorry. Unless you're, completing him to combined into his, ginormous mode. So I found out that this part actually flips down as I was going to pose him up. I was wondering how his little flak vest was going to plug in. So that one part folds down. What I like to do is I will fold this in this way and do the same on this side to give him a nice snug flak vest. And I mean, technically, let's do it this way. You can technically go full hand mode. Therefore, he has some protection under here. But yeah, that's why I call these things flak vests, because that's how they look. To me, I feel like you would use this as a flak vest. Now, you can take this out. Of course, the Prime Master goes in there, and he can have a little pea shooter pistol thing that, honestly, if I can rotate his hand, there we go. Honestly, it just all blends together, so you really can't tell that it's like a separate weapon. So if you don't have a Prime Master or a Headmaster, just take this and put it in the right way, unlike me. There it goes. And just leave it as is. Because, I mean, he has claws, and, the claws can either be metal like they're pictured, or, use your imagination. These things could be like plasma claws. Something that you can cut through like metal and stuff. And plus he has the shoulder cannons, just like Blastoise. So, this is a robot Blastoise. If you evolve your Blastoise with, some sort of steel item, you turn him into Rippersnapper, who is the ultimate form of Blastoise and Squirtle. So then he can do the Hydro Cannons from the... I'm just going off on a tangent. But no, this guy's... I mean, he's cool. He's cool. I mean, he's nothing like to write home about. And nothing that I'd be like, oh, man, you got to get him. Like, for $8, yeah, you got to get him. But for retail, I would say wait on it till you get him in clearance. But, I mean, you can see, like, he has good joints and everything to pose, but it's a little bit, the hips are sort of loose. Can't really get him. Let me see if I can get him into a nice little pose. I got him into like a little like running, about to attack pose, but I mean it's a challenge with this guy. I mean he doesn't have much to really play around with. I mean he can, touch claws up here. He can be like, I'm a house. But I mean it's not bad. And then I also noticed he can flip his cannons under, so you can have some under the armpit cannon shots. And then if this was up more out of the way, or how should I say this? Yeah, I guess you move it. It still blocks it. But yeah, that's my unboxing and review of Terracon Rippersnapper from Transformers Power of the Primes. If you guys like what you saw, hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more, as I'm trying to pump out a video a day. I try to, at least, but life and things can happen that can prevent me from doing so. And I want to make sure you guys check out Toyco Toys and Collectibles. Both Facebook groups are down below. One is the community. Just like a lot of other Facebook groups, you interact with your fellow nerd and collectors, share your figures, talk figures, trade figures, just really have a good time with it. The pre-order group is awesome because you get all these awesome prices for the pre-orders. You're in the know with what's coming out, and you can mark it on the calendar. Be like, hey, this is coming out this month. Like this month, do you think the Mayfex Spidey, the McFarlane Spidey, is coming out, which I'm super stoked for. So definitely, you guys need to be on top of those groups, join in, and I want you guys to have the best luck hunting, keep on collecting, and have a beautiful day.